Over the past 10 years, downtown St. Louis has undergone a transformation, much of it due to innovations driven by the Missouri and Illinois Departments of Transportation. The spark for the transformation started about 30 years ago. In the early 1990s, one interstate-level bridge crossed the Mississippi River between St. Clair County, Illinois, and St. Louis City, the Poplar Street Bridge, or PSB. Traffic continued to rise on the bridge, which carried three interstates, I-55, I-64, and I-70, from Illinois to St. Louis City. With traffic levels reaching well over 120,000 vehicles daily, regional leaders were concerned that commerce would move to other states due to morning and evening backups running more than 45 minutes and a significant safety problem spurred by congestion crashes. One of those solutions was constructing a new interstate river bridge to remove I-70 from the PSB. The ideal solution, an 8-lane interstate bridge just to the north of downtown St. Louis, was too costly, and Illinois and Missouri started a several-year discussion on various options. Ultimately, in February 2008, the two states announced a compromise: phased construction. The first phase was a 4-lane cable-stayed river bridge wide enough to be restriped to 6 lanes in 15 years if traffic levels continued to rise as expected. In 25 to 30 years, if traffic levels continued to rise and funding was determined, an additional 4-lane companion bridge would be constructed. That companion bridge, south of the existing bridge, would be the ultimate build-out. However, the new bridge would have connections to the north, but not to the south, as those would be included with the future companion bridge. Until that bridge was constructed, the Stan Musial and the Poplar Street Bridge project needed to work together to bring traffic into the city. Drivers heading north would use the Stan Musial Bridge. Those heading south would use the Poplar Street Bridge. Additional work was needed on the Poplar Street Bridge to help ease the flow of traffic to the south. It had to wait until the Stan Musial Veterans Memorial Bridge was completed and open to traffic. Construction on the Stan Musial started in 2010 and continued for 4 years, opening to traffic on February 8, 2014. Once the Stan Musial opened, work started on the westbound lanes of the Poplar Street Bridge, constructing a new 2-lane ramp to the south and adding a new driving surface. When finished, traffic flowing into the city during morning rush periods was significantly improved. This drove several improvements on the Illinois side, including a new ramp from the Martin Luther King Bridge in downtown St. Louis to replace a lost connection to Illinois Route 3. Meanwhile, MoDOT had been working with the City of St. Louis and other parties on improvements around a national monument near the Poplar Street Bridge. The Jefferson National Expansion Memorial, or the Arch, was getting ready to celebrate its 50th anniversary. As part of the effort to bring the Arch grounds closer to the vision of its architect, Aro Saarinen, the department joined a project to reimagine the entrance to the Arch grounds and to the Arch. The original design made the Arch grounds very accessible to visitors, but cut it and the river off from downtown St. Louis. The project was an effort to reinvigorate the connection between the Arch grounds, the old courthouse, and St. Louis City. The solution, a MoDOT innovation affectionately titled the Park Over the Highway, removed 2 roadways over the interstate and turned them into a park placed on an earth-covered bridge. It connected many key elements of downtown with the Mississippi Riverfront. When the Park Over the Highway was completed, it was time for the final improvements to the Poplar Street Bridge to improve evening commute for Illinois drivers. This complex project added a new eastbound lane on the bridge between St. Louis and Illinois, a new driving surface, and a second lane to the interstate ramp between northbound I-55 and the eastbound bridge. To add a full interstate lane, MoDOT needed to widen the PSB 9 feet. To get that extra room, the department turned to innovation once again, sliding the half-mile bridge 9 feet to the south. After about a year of work on the bridge foundations, lifting the eastbound lanes, and placing them on a track system to slide the bridge, crews prepared to move the eastbound lanes of the PSB on March 31, 2018. Once ready, it took about 3 hours to move the bridge 9 feet to the south. The 5th lane on the eastbound bridge opened in early December 2018 and completed the necessary work to update the PSB and change how Illinois drivers get into and out of downtown. It's been a long process, but one in which progress has been steadily made over the past 10 years. In that time, downtown St. Louis has been transformed through innovation, with a landmark cable-stayed bridge, the Park Over the Highway near the Arch grounds, and with a new, wider Poplar Street Bridge.